From 9 News, this is your news today.
Good morning and thank you for your company this Friday. Coming up, Russian President Vladimir Putin found morally responsible for a deadly poisoning. Plus, Prince Harry takes aim at Donald Trump during a surprise late-night cameo. And caught on camera, see the moment a New Zealand reporter is struck by a seagull while on air. Oh, awful.
Well, it could happen to any one of us. All right, but first for you this morning, Sydney will swelter through heatwave conditions today with temperatures set to hit 40 degrees in the western suburbs. Right now, let's go to Today reporter Sarah Stewart, who's in Kellyville. It's already starting to look like it's heading up there, Sarah, and it's going to get even hotter tomorrow.
Yeah, it certainly is, David. Let me give you an example. In Penrith today, it's going to be 40 degrees. Tomorrow, it's going to be 41. In the city, it's going to be 35 today, 36 tomorrow. So we are in for a very hot couple of days. It is going to get very warm by around 10 a.m. today. It is going to peak at around 2 or 3 this afternoon at that 40 degrees. It will be hot right through till around 9 p.m. tonight. The low in Penrith tonight is going to be 21 degrees. So if you are outside today, try and stay out of the direct sun. Stay in the shade if you can. Drink plenty of water. Check on your neighbours, check on young kids and animals. And if you're heading to the beach, please stay between the flags. It is going to be very hot and very busy, David.
Great advice, Sarah.
Yeah, stay cool out there. Breaking news from Adelaide for you now, where police have descended on the city's west after a man escaped from custody. Let's go live to 9 Adelaide reporter Bianca Wiley at the Queen Elizabeth Hospital. Bianca, good morning to you. What's the latest from police?
Good morning to you, Sarah. Well, the man still remains on the run. This all unfolding after he was being escorted to a police car while leaving here at the Queen Elizabeth Hospital following a medical assessment, still in police custody when he escaped on foot around 9:30 last night. Officers then descending on the Woodville area using the dog squad, also the police helicopter. But he was actually arrested around 11:20 yesterday morning when officers spotted him riding a bike without a helmet in Glenelg North. Now, he refused to stop, entered a property and then allegedly raised a hammer at police and charged at them. He needed to be restrained using OC spray. Officers then finding a taser in his backpack. So, Sarah, the public are being urged not to approach him, and he was last seen wearing a blue medical gown and is described as being of Aboriginal appearance.
Thank you, Bianca.
Teenagers are sharing the simple ways they're getting around the looming social media ban, and it's easier than the government might think. Let's go live to Today Federal Politics reporter Liz Daniels. Liz, how have they gamed the system?
Well, DC, it's surprisingly simple. We've already heard of some teenagers simply switching to apps that aren't restricted, but in order to stay on their current accounts, some girls say they're simply using makeup to put wrinkles on their faces, and one Brisbane 14-year-old has told the Courier Mail he simply adjusted the date of birth on Snapchat, and then when the app asked him to complete a facial ID scan to verify his age, he passed as a 25-year-old. DC, this will be the final weekend where it is legal for under 16s to scroll their social media accounts. The ban comes into effect on Wednesday.
Good luck, parents. All right, thanks, Liz.
Well, Vladimir Putin has told Indian television President Donald Trump is, quote, acting in good faith, but has his own agenda when it comes to peace in Ukraine. The Russian leader is currently on a state visit in India to discuss the two countries' mutual interests. The comments come as Ukraine and US negotiators meet again in Miami today to discuss peace efforts after talks in Moscow yielded no significant result. The New York Times has filed a lawsuit against the Pentagon over its new press policy. The publication is accusing the Defence Department and its Secretary, Pete Hegseth, of infringing on the constitutional rights of journalists. In October, the Pentagon implemented new rules requiring journalists and reporters to sign a pledge that they will not obtain unauthorised material and restricted their movements around the building. The family of a woman killed in a Novichok poisoning in the UK believe more needs to be done after an inquiry found Vladimir Putin morally responsible for the death. Let's go live to 9's Europe correspondent Mimi Becker in London. Mimi, who was the actual target of the attack?
Sarah, a former Russian spy and his daughter were initially targeted in 2018. They survived, but it was 4 months later that mother of three, Dawn Sturgis, died. She unknowingly sprayed herself with the substance. Her partner had found a discarded perfume bottle and it had the Novichok inside it. Now, a long-running inquiry found that Vladimir Putin would have signed off on the initial assassination attempt of the former Russian spy, so therefore he's also morally responsible for Dawn's death. Now, her family hopes more comes and changes after this inquiry because they fear that if nothing is done, others could die in similar circumstances. Sarah?
Mimi, thank you.
Prince Harry has taken a swipe at President Trump during an unexpected appearance on The Late Show with Stephen Colbert. The Duke of Sussex did a sketch with the comedian pretending to be auditioning for the role of gingerbread Christmas prince in a Hallmark movie.
You're an actual prince. Why would you want to be in one of those movies?
Well, you Americans are obsessed with Christmas movies, and you're clearly obsessed with royalty, so why not?
Hold on. Look, I wouldn't say we're obsessed with royalty.
Really? I heard you elected a king.
That is Harry, of course, referring to the No Kings movement against the US president's authoritarian policies. The Queen of the talk show, Oprah Winfrey, hit the stage in Sydney for the start of her speaking tour around Australia. The In Conversation event saw the billionaire share her thoughts and experiences in the city over the past few days, including her favourite meal.
And so I've been able to experience the ricotta pancakes at Bill's. Okay.
And were they worth it?
Worth it is not even the word.
She will continue touring the country until December 11 with stops in Adelaide, Brisbane and Melbourne. Well, news reporting does come with its risks, some greater than others, and this New Zealand journalist certainly found that out the hard way. Jessica Tyson was filming a segment outside Auckland's Britomart Square when this happened.
Oh, yeah. Oh. You all right? Yeah.
I mean, it's the noise too, isn't it?
Yeah.
She is okay, saying she has a little scar above her eye and joking that from now on she'll be doing all her filming indoors. Much safer there.
Yes.
Well, Little Monsters are gearing up for Lady Gaga's Mayhem tour, which kicks off its Australian leg in Melbourne tonight. This concert will mark the first time the pop icon has been down under in 11 years. And it won't be long before the rest of the country gets to put their paws up, with Lady Gaga heading to Brisbane and Sydney next week.
It's going to be quite the show.
She's going to be incredible.
Well, Mitchell Starc's red-hot Ashes form has rolled on, grabbing 6 wickets in Brisbane and rewriting the record books in the process.
So his haul makes him the most prolific left-arm fast bowler in Test history, nudging past Wasim Akram's famous 415, though Starc is quick to play down those comparisons.
Wasim's still a far better bowler than I am, so as far as I'm concerned, he's still the pinnacle of left armers and certainly right up there with bowlers to ever play the game. So it's nice to be spoken up around that, but I'll just try to keep churning a few out.
Don't be so modest. England batted through the day to reach 9 for 325 at stumps. All right, taking a look at the weather now right across the country. Temperatures set to soar in Brisbane and Sydney, with some areas pushing above 40 degrees, while a partly cloudy day is expected in Melbourne and Hobart.
The rest of the country is looking just fine to end the working week.
Just fine.
Just fine.
Just fine.
More than fine.